so we can give back.
And if you're looking for a good place to spend your money, this is the right place. This is definitely the right place. The merchandise is not only giving back to the community, but it's also comfortable. It's cute. Okay, the logo. Okay, multiple different colors. You're able to put your team logo on there and the one of many logo on there as well. And that not only raises money for one of many, but also for your team. So when you participate in these competitions, it goes right back into your team. Again, it funds anything y'all needed to come to the competition, as well as other things we have going on.
Like, this ain't none of that fake stuff where they be like, oh yeah, it goes back.
Right. No, you're gonna see.
Here, it genuinely does. You give to us, and we give directly to you. You show up to these events, it goes directly to you.
And the more money, the bigger events. The more diversity within the events. Not just the competition. We can have classes. We can have mentoring groups. You know, the world can expand so much the more you donate. So donate, purchase merchandise, and truly support.
Support, donate. What you doing? What you doing?
Hey y'all, it's Nana Chicky again. I'm just coming through to let y'all see the new merch we got. I know y'all got some fire kicks to match with these shirts in that closet. Make sure y'all run over to oneofmany.com to purchase one of these shirts. And the even better part about you guys purchasing these shirts, all the proceeds will be going to youth groups around the area, helping them with assistance to provide uniforms or anything that they may need as far as funding and things of that sort.
Tap in with my boy, man. This shit ain't nothing about $30, bro. Ain't nothing about $30 to get you right with some good ass merch. Tap in.
I'm Aisha with Itz Major. What's your name?
Coach Scooter, also known as Zachariah.
All right. What brings you out today?
So we were chosen to do a photo shoot and a video shoot, so that's why we're here.
All right. Tell me a little bit about your team.
So I started Platinum Pressure about 3 years ago. I relocated to Charlotte 4 years ago. Honestly speaking, I did not come up here to coach. I've been coaching for maybe like 5-6 years prior, back at home in Alabama. Found me. I don't know how. One day I was out at the club. They was like, "Hey, you dance?" I was like, "Yeah." I got introduced to help out a local team in Charlotte. Ended up branching out doing my own thing. So 3 years ago, started Platinum. So.
All right. You all were in the competition last year with Itz Major. What were some things you all enjoyed last year with the competition?
I think what I enjoyed was a unique creative dance, because you all told us to bring it BET style, if that makes sense. That was different, so I liked it. Allowed us to step out of our comfort zone and really be creative. So that's something that I enjoyed about the competition.
Do you think Itz Major provided a great platform for you all?
Absolutely. Definitely a good platform. And I think what I respect the most about it is the overall vision of it. We're looking and seeing, how they cater to our specific demographic and what we do. I do feel like we don't get enough exposure within our community and Majorette style.
As far as your rewards, give us some of your accolades.
Oh God, so maybe by year 2, I had already beat some of the best. I'm not gonna name them, just being completely transparent. But state to state, we travel. I can confidently, wholeheartedly say we've only went to one competition and left empty-handed. Only one within 3 years. We do have over 10 grand champions. We do have a track record. This past season, we have placed in every single category in every competition that we went to. So that's some of my accolades.
All right, so introducing the first ever video premiere of the Itz ShowTime
Platinum Pressure Dance Studio.
Itz Major.
We have the power to inspire others through the art of dance. We pledge to be disciplined and inspired to go an extra mile for one another on and off the floor. I am kind, I am loved, I am enough. Teamwork is essential to succeeding.
Yes!
That's affirmation.
You want to spot with me?
Say my name again for me. It's Platinum. It's Platinum.
Yo,
Take up, put that on. Hold up, wait, life straight. Hold up, wait, ice skate. Hold up, wait, crime pay. Hold up, wait, slack, slack. 20 cars, matte black. Surfing at this car, 10 to 3 toes.
Flick it to the dog like a. I set up the laws before I quit. She slept at the house, I bought her a crib.
What's up, mate? Got cake, mate. Got cheese, mate. Got bread, mate. Got cups, mate. Ooh, no fucks, mate. Give no fucks, mate. Mate, up, mate. Out of shape.
It's up, mate. I bust, mate. I bleed, mate. He bleed, mate. Got cups, mate. No fucks, mate. Let's fuck, mate. My clan, mate. Shit, let's splash, mate. Let's splash, hey.
Fight online, we don't fuck around, yeah. Fun time, nation, yeah. We prepare fish, need caliber. Shit's cold on me. Wipe his nose. Wipe his nose. Wipe his nose. Wipe his nose.
Wipe your nose.
Wipe his nose.
Wipe your nose.
Wipe his nose.
Wipe your nose.
Wipe his nose.
Wipe your nose. All the ladies in the house, put your hands up in the air. All the fellas in the place, put your hands up in the air. Let me see you break it down. Let me see you break it down. Let me see you break it down on the floor right now. Alright, that's it. I wanna see all the able bodies on the floor right now. Let's go. Sound the alarm, put your hands up in the air, cause I'm about to bring it on. It's a party over here. All my fellas to the left, all my ladies to the right. Bring them drinks up in that cup, cause the party's all night. Let's go. Catch them in the flow, cutting some rug. Living like whoa while I do the jit above. Girls get low, let it shake that thing. Let the beat flow, cause the music on play. People in the building, let me see those hands. Let me see those hands. Let's go. You know this is your jam. All my people in the building, let me see those hands. Let me see those hands. You know this is your jam. Let's go. Party all year, I'ma do my thing. Let's be clear, this is all my lane. Don't stop now, cause I'm on the road. Dance all night, let's lose control. Get them in the flow, cutting some rug. Living like whoa while I do the jig. Girls get low, let it shake that thing. Let the beat flow, cause the music gon' bang. Hey, hey, if you ain't sweating, yeah, then you ain't working. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ladies in the house, put your hands up in the air. All the fellas in the place, put your hands up in the air. Let me see you break it down. Let me see you break it down. Let me see you break it down on the floor right now. Let's go. Sound the alarm, put your hands up in the air, cause I'm about to bring it on. It's a party over here. All my fellas to the left, all my ladies to
My neck hurt, big diamond chain on me, babe. You don't need your purse, everything on me, babe. She say I dress nice, and I'm handsome. Babe, you know you fine, where you get all that from? Racks in my pocket, dreams overflowing. Them not it, we got heavy motion. I'm smoking on cat piss, 3-5 when I roll up. I'm swinging in traffic, I'm Mr. Beat the Roll Up. The beef, where the cheese? Fire up the joint, boy. Stay on point, boy. Pull her hair, smack out. She call me daddy when I'm in her. Front or back, she looking back at it when I'm in her. Pump faking.
Okay, so hey y'all.
Hey,
Right now we have Platinum Pressure here. Would y'all like to introduce yourselves?
All right, so good afternoon, everybody. My name is Zachariah, also known as Coach Scooter. I'm the CEO of Platinum Pressure, competitive dance studio located here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Hello, I'm Cassidy. I am one of the captains of Platinum Pressure. I do dance with them, and yeah.
All right, so just, tell us a little bit about yourself and your team.
Okay, so I started Platinum. We are considered, I guess, fairly new. This is year 3. So I started Platinum. I relocated to Charlotte, North Carolina from Alabama, December 2021. When I finished undergrad, being completely transparent, I did not relocate here to coach. I coached back home. I said I was done with it. However, someone saw me out in the club. I was like, "Oh, you Dan?" I was like, "Yeah." Unfortunately, so then they threw my day pitch. They wanted me to somewhat chime in a little bit, see if I can help, and I did it. It was okay. Just being real, but of course, when helping any organization,
right?
When you're helping, you can only do so much. So I decided that I wanted to part ways and just not do it. But it's my calling, and I couldn't stop and ignore my calling. Started getting phone calls. Hey, we really would like to be a part of your leadership. We really like you to be our coach. X, Y, and Z. We'd like you to keep going. So I said, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna do it. So I started Platinum in 2022. That's when I started Platinum first.
So if you had to describe your coaching philosophy and how it applies to your team, how would that be? What's that dynamic?
Okay, so transparently speaking, my coaching style is a little bit different. I am a part of the United States military, so I'm very firm. But I think that comes with any dance organization. However, I like to instill discipline, self-confidence. But being completely transparent and open, I encourage my girls to do more than go dance on the college dance line. That's not the goal for all of them. Being completely transparent. A lot of them just like it. It's an outlet. So, within my studio, I teach also financial literacy, right? And I also teach them to embrace their talents. I teach them about credit. My overall goal is for them to, when they come up under my leadership, whether they choose to dance, college, entrepreneurship, I choose them to go explore what they want to do. So I just want to instill their personality traits. We train from the ground up. And we have a very wide coaching staff in terms of writing what they bring to the table. So, for example, we have Coach 17, Coach Alvin. They're very technical. I'm not as technical, right? But no, just being transparent. The technique and forms of dancing, hands down, right? So, on placement overall, you're cleaning this, coming over the choreography. I'm a beast. I just got to brag myself. When it comes down to the choreo, I do what I got to do. The proper way to march, things of that nature. When it comes down to the technicality, I give you a pretty way. I give you a dope. After that, it's Coach 17, Coach Alvin, they got
y'all got it.
Right. Because one thing about it, I do notice that, just with competing with other different teams, I like to stick to the foundation, right? Okay. So I'm going to be real. If you ask me for a field show, me personally, I hate a creative field show. If you ask for a field show, I want to give you a raw, solid, uncut HBC style field show. Sideline entrance, we're going to give you choreography, we're going to give you leaps, right? We're going to give you spins, turns, and we're going to buck, right? That's how we do it. If you ask for a walkthrough, I'm always in the coach. I'm like, hey, okay, how do you want this walkthrough? Like, you want a parade style? You want to just walk around the gym and dance? Let us know. But kind of get off topic. My philosophy when it comes down to coaching is, honestly speaking, embrace your inner legendary. This is what I tell them. Just embrace it.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
And you did touch on competitions and how y'all prepare. So what goes to preparing for a competition? Not only when your team is competing, but when you guys are hosting, because you guys do host competitions.
Absolutely. So, and just to make sure I'm understanding what goes into it.
So how do you guys prepare for both?
Gotcha. So I guess I'll start from when we are hosted, then I'll go to when we compete. So when we're hosted to prepare a competition, first thing first, your advertising gotta be key, right? I am a firm believer in we're not gonna have to do anything, right? So I'm gonna take my time, make sure that I have more than enough time to prepare. And I do have maybe a good 6 parents that really go above and beyond, just to make sure that we have everything that we need to have at Platinum. We do believe in setting the bar and setting the foundation. One thing we have done that I have not saw other people do until we did it was more so the hospitality portion of it. So every time a team competes in our competition, just a token of appreciation and a thank you, we always give them some sort of gift, right? So we'll do banners, cups, just anything to say, hey, we appreciate you for not only coming to compete in our event, but spending time, money, preparing, because a lot goes into preparing to compete. But the foundation, we have to have a venue. We have to make sure that this venue is going to be up to par. Air has to work. We have to get the correct number of teams once they're registered, just to make sure that we can accommodate everybody both in the back and also in the front in terms of, actually being in the venue, being comfortable. We want to be shoulder to shoulder. We don't want it to be high. Right. Next thing, we have to make sure that we have a menu that's going to cater to everybody. Everybody does not eat meat, right? Everybody, prefer to have a fried hot dog. You know, you got some prefer chicken, some prefer fish.
Right.
Then you have to take into consideration, okay, what's going to be the best decision to make in terms of food, because we have seafood allergies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have to work together as a team to make sure that we have all of our ducks in a row in terms of putting the logistics portion together. Also, have to have parent meetings saying, hey, I need about 2 parents at the door to handle tickets.
Right.
I need 2 parents and 2 of the kids to handle the concession stands. Also, who's going to help check in the teams?
Mm-hmm.
Me, I'm very big on being professional, right? Your first impression is everything. Yeah. So I always greet the teams when they come show up to compete with us. Mm-hmm. I say, hey, how are you? I appreciate you for coming. Go Scooter, on the CEO, etc., etc. I walk them to their room person, let them know I thank them for competing with us, and then I pass them along to our team runners. So there's about 2 girls on the team that handle each team just to make sure that they got everything situated. Mm-hmm. And aside from that, just make sure that we put together a clear and concise packet. I like to put everything in black and white. That way, I don't leave any room for gray area. I highlight, hey, you have to use perimeter floor. Hey, this is the time stamp. Hey, this is the grace period that you have. If you go over time, this is how many points are going to be deducted. Here's your judges. Here's their accolades. I'm going to make sure that you're being judged by someone who's qualified to be at a judge's table. I'm a firm believer in investing in your brand. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to be honest. If I got to spend an extra coin, to make sure that I get someone credible to be on my panel, I'm going to do that. So I said all that to say that's just an outline of what goes into hosting a competition. Mm-hmm. Make sure your categories make sense.
Right.
Make sure the music selection, things of that. You have to be clear and concise and let the team know this is how you need to bring it. This is what we're looking for. And then having the overline communication with your teams, right? Creating group chats, allow them to ask questions, be clear, and most of all, be polite. Yeah. Be polite and be respectful. Because you have to understand that when people are getting involved in Majorette, everyone is not a vet. I'm a firm believer in every question is not a dumb question. Some people just don't know. And I've had experiences where I have competed, under different brands, and I have told myself, hey, I don't think I'm going to go back. And I have expressed feedback to them. I was like, hey, I just feel like the overall interaction, the energy, I just don't feel like it was welcoming. I agree. Because we have had a lot of controversy, within Majorette, right? Mm-hmm. We've had violence, and I've been, involved in it, being completely transparent, because you never know who you're dealing with. Right. A lot of times we're competing. Emotions and things that can get high. So this way, when you put together competition, you gotta have security. It's a lot. Mm-hmm. It's a lot.
Yes. And I will say I not only judged your competition, but I competed in your my team competed in your competition. And I agree with everything you have said. Your competition had set the bar for what I see when I go and judge other competitions. It was very put together. You were very polite, and I really did enjoy everything. And then seeing your team perform, of course.
I appreciate it. And then the next question was how we prepare. Mm-hmm. So how Platinum prepares is, I'm a judge just by the flyer off the rip. Unless I have a personal relationship with you, I gotta look at the flyer and see what it looks like. I didn't go give it a shot, right? So after I get the flyer, I reach out and I ask questions after I go over the packet. And some of those questions are, okay, hey, I noticed that you have field show as a category. How are you looking to have this field show done? What type of music are you looking for? Things of that nature. We do kind of stay true to our style. Mm-hmm. Even when it comes down to placements, the formation and the choreography. The choreography is a big deal. I feel like a lot of times I have saw, other organizations, a lot of times, it'll be a field show, but I'm like, they kind of give me like stand better. It's like more so like field show type thing. So that's how we prepare. We follow the packet and we cater to what we feel is appropriate for what the categories are calling for. Hairstyles, that plays a part. Uniforms, it plays a part, right? My opinion is kind of unpopular, but when we do HBCU style, I'm gonna be honest with us as Platinum, we don't do fringe. We don't. Mm-hmm. Because I like for the judge to be able to see the arm placement and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. I want them to really judge the overall technique of their moves. I don't want them to be caught up in the choreography. And I don't want them to be caught up in the fringe. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not opposed to it, but that's just how we like to do it. Because when you sit back looking, I want you to be like, okay, that's pretty. Right. Yeah, absolutely. So we just prepare. We prepare just basically like just to answer the question, completely transparent. We just go through the packet. We stick to what we know, if that makes sense, and we judge it based on what we feel as though would be deemed appropriate for the overall competition. So I always ask who the judges are because I study. I look at a lot of different teams, right? And if I feel as though a judge that's on the panel has a team, their style is more so kind of more prissy type, we go in and we edit. Okay, hey, we're gonna take out this butt. and we do maybe like a hair swing and a look, something like that to cater to, because you have to be creative, you have to be strategic. So we go it from a strategic model. That's how
I want to hear kind of from you as a captain, like, what's your story?
Like, what you mean,
like, A, how did you kind of get into the dance world, but B, also, like, what is your role as a captain, or what is your biggest challenge as a captain? Kind of talk about what your story and your role in everything is.
Okay, so my story, I started dancing like 3 years ago at Carolina Divas. Dance is my passion. I love to dance. I actually started dancing with Platinum Pressure a year ago. I love it. It's a sisterhood. I love the choreo. Platinum Pressure has opened up a lot of opportunities for me. Like, I have learned so much from dancing with them, the techniques, the flexibility, because I am not flexible at all. But this one is going to push me. So that's how I love it. Being captain is a big opportunity for me. I have been wanting to be captain for the longest. So when I got this opportunity, it was like, yes. But that comes with making sure the little girls are good, making sure the hair, making sure the makeup is good, making sure I'm respectful to them, making sure I'm kind, not too mean, not too rough and all this, making sure they are comfortable with me, like, it comes with all of that. So, yeah.
And I will say, out of the 3 years, Cassie is our first captain. We also have another captain. She's training with TSU. Yeah, she went down this weekend at the training motion, so she's not here. But we also have another captain by the name of Kaden as well. So out of the 3 years, these are my first 2 captains, and I was very strategic. I didn't have a trial for captain.
Okay.
What I did was I made up in my mind, okay, we need to instill more within the girls now. So we took a step back and we just started observing. Just to see, like, who would take the initiative, like, when we're not around, who's gonna, act with integrity. So within the 3 years, they made history. These first 2 captains I've had since we started Platinum Pressure.
And was there a reason why you waited to choose a captain?
Absolutely. I feel as though a lot of times people choose their captain based on who's the best dancer. Don't get me wrong, both of my captains are beasts, and I put them against anybody. However, I wanted to choose a leader. I want to choose a real leader. Like, you can dance, but if you don't have the right attitude, if your overall energy is always not good, like, if you just don't possess some of those traits that I'm looking for, then I wouldn't want you to be a captain of my organization.
Right.
I chose them because I know that when I'm not there, I can shoot a technique, Cassie, make sure they're stretching. KK, make sure they're stretching. Even if I'm having a break, I'm like, give me an 8 count. Just the extra help and support is what I was looking for. So it took me about 4 months because I really leaned in on it. I'm like, okay, we got to choose some captains.
Right.
I think it's time. So I just wanted the virtual patience. Just the virtual patience. This was took so long. I just wanted to make sure that I made the right decision. And I can wholeheartedly say I did. I made purpose.
And since you've been chosen to be captain, how have you grown as a young woman?
Good. I have been growing very well with techniques and all of that. I have the flexibility. I'm not flexible at all. Scooter has got me to a heel stretch. I did not have a heel stretch. I have almost both of my splits. I am learning what is it to spin and all that. And I am very proud to be there for him to be my coach.
And as a leader, do you feel like you're pouring back into your team? And, like, how have you done that?
I am. As a leader, because my attitude, I'm not gonna lie, just to be transparent, my attitude, like, literally sucks. But, like, now that me being captain and now that everything's, like, taking initiative, basically what he was saying, is taking initiative, making sure, the girls is good. Right? Make sure my attitude is good, making sure, because captain set the tone. Like, when you come in practice, if my attitude is off, then the girls' attitude is gonna be off. So I make sure whatever happened before practice, make sure it stays after practice.
I swear that is one of the biggest things I had to learn as a captain. It's like, you set the tone. As a captain, you set the tone.
You could be mad.
I relate to that 100%. So how's everybody feeling?
We have to tell them to look at that floor mat for a while because I have a floor mat like outside the door. My chair before you walk.
You really have to check. Like, am I ready?
Am I okay? So I can make sure everybody else is okay.
Absolutely. And they've been doing great, phenomenal. Because I don't think they've noticed themselves how much they have changed. I've seen it. Because I'll be honest, I'm human and I do a lot. I really do a lot. Like outside of platform for my career, other business opportunities that I do. I am a part of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, so I do a lot of community service as well. I have days when I come in the studio and it's like I'm telling you, it have been times. It have been times where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna unlock this door. I'm gonna sit in the car and I have this thing where I hang my foot out the window. I tell them what to do. I send them in there, and I just have to get myself together. It have been times where I have known that I have walked in the studio, and with me being the head of the organization, them girls feed off me.
Right.
They
Absolutely.
do.
Right.
So when I walk, it have been times like, okay, I'm gonna walk back out. I'm they be talking drunk, and they think I don't be hitting. So I be sitting there like, you on one day.
Not your own.
And and I'm like, you know what? They ate that. Let me take a second. But I have noticed how they have. It's like now they will peep game, or when I'm not having the best day, and I have noticed how they be like, y'all come on, let's stretch.
Right.
And it's like,
absolutely.
It have been times I'm like, Lord, I thank you. I just be like, Lord, I thank you, because it's like every other week I'm getting confirmation that I have been making the right decisions. And just being able to have, aside from, my other coaches, just have, some girls that's in leadership who we are growing and molding. I noticed just from a leadership standpoint, being the owner CEO of the team, like I've been able to reap the fruits of my labor. Because honestly, prior to me choosing them to be in captain, like telling them, hey, it's time to step it up, they'll come in and do what they're supposed to do, but they won't take the initiative. Right. They won't, go above and beyond to make sure that, some of the other sisters are straight as well. So it's like now that we've given them that talent and given them responsibilities, they're able to take that initiative and they'll, be able to practice it both in and outside the studio. Even every day, like when they're at school, a lot of times, they reach out like, well, coach, KK, which is my other captain, she goes to school in Fort Mills. They trying to start a dance team down there. She's like, she gonna help coach. I'm like, okay. Right. So they've been growing. Like I really don't think they realize how much they've grown themselves. But I'm telling you all from the outside looking in, like they got a long road ahead of them, but they're on the right track.
And as a dancer, there's a lot of times when you feel like, am I supposed to be doing this? Is this right? Especially when you become a coach. It's just like you start second guessing, like. And then on top of that, you have parents, you have money, you got to fundraise. It's just so many. It's not just dance; it's bigger than dance. So when you have a good leadership team that really does help you and alleviate some of those things that just are affecting all your mind, it's really great to be able to do that. So with that being said, if you could provide a new experience for your team, what would it be? What else would you add? If you could just choose anything in the world.
I would, oh God. That's a good question because my vision for my team is so much more bigger than dance. So I'm gonna say exactly what I would do. If I had the finances, I would convert it over into a full studio. Because we do lyrical, we do jazz, but we don't do tap. Okay. We don't do tap. So if I had, the buying power, I would, look at investing in someone to come in and offer that, right? And I can just include them on my payroll. Because at the end of the day, it's another skill that they could learn, right? However, like I said, my vision and goal is so much more bigger than dance, right? And I'm gonna be honest, I'm a male, right? I got about maybe like 32 girls and I got one other male. What I would like to do as well, and I'm actually working on it, everything costs money, right?
Side note,
I want to bring in different organizations to also give like a peer mentorship to them as well. Because at the end of the day, I can teach them how to become a better person overall, just in general, but I can't teach them how to become a better woman. Right. So there's a lot of stuff that they go through and that they deal with that I cannot relate to. Right. I can do my best because I've been coaching girls for so long, right? But if I could, in a perfect world, Platinum Pressure would be not only a dance studio, but just an overall outlet for the youth in general, right? Being able to have, like, they can just come in and just be able to learn different skills, both inside and outside of life, right? And then, too, I want to take them places they never been before.
Like where?
Turks and Caicos.
Ooh! Platinum going to Turks and Caicos!
So, I'm going to be honest. honest, it's going to happen soon. And just a little bit more about me. Like I said, I'm an entrepreneur, right? So I'm actually working on opening up a level 3 mental health facility for youth and adolescents.
Okay.
So I'm working on my group home, and that's something that's very lucrative that I'm excited about. The overall platform is going to reap the fruits of my labor from that mental health facility. I'm going to take them on trips at least twice a year, just to go out. Have fun, have an outlet. We're going to dance. We're going to throw some No. But we ain't going to battle, though. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go out, have fun, and just allow them to be able to pour in each other and have fun and just be free.
Right.
Be free. We ain't got to worry about, can we get what you want. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to create that for them.
Absolutely.
So in a perfect world, that's how I have it.
And that's so great because we were just talking about how organizations are really money hungry, and they're not really big on providing the correct training for their dancers, or even the sisterhood outlet aspect of it, or family outlet of it. So I just love that you guys stand on that, and that is one of your goals, because I feel like every dancer deserves that. It's not just about dance, it's about building that community, and
every person deserves that community.
What's the hardest thing as being a dance mom?
I would say changing the hairstyles, depending on which team you on, whether they want a wig, whether they want a bust down like they got now. My daughter 8, so it's like, yeah, I ain't even had a bust down before, so you got one before me. So yeah, I guess the hairstyles for me.
What's the happiest thing as being a dance mom?
Just being able to see my daughter interact, because she's really shy and timid. So seeing her being able to, form a with the girls and open up. It definitely will keep them motivated. It will give them, it depends on the type of child that you have, whether they're closed-minded or always think of what others think, and it helps them develop a sense of not caring of what others think. With my daughter, she would dance at home, but now it doesn't matter where we at. She gonna dance. Like, she gonna talk, she gonna do whatever, she gonna meet friends and everything. So it really opened her up and brought her out her shell. If it's your daughter's passion, you don't wanna break her by saying, oh, don't do that, because it'll hold her back in trying to develop and become more in the dance world.
Community. Speaking of community, so I know we've talked a lot about what's it like in the dance world, but let's kind of venture outside of that. How have these experiences as a dance coach, or even as a captain, or just with dance in general, how has this helped you as a person, as a human being? Because sometimes you take a step back and you're like, wow, I can relate this to how this has helped me here or here. So how has dance or coaching kind of helped you as a person? And you can answer as well as a captain, how has it?
I'm going to speak on platinum again. Dance is an outlet, right? But how it has helped me as a person, it has given me the extra push on days that I want to be blanket, forget it. No, seriously. I think about them, right? And it's so crazy because I just had this conversation on the phone. That's what took me so long to walk in.
Wow.
It's I don't have the leeway to say, I ain't doing it today.
Right.
Because if I do that, it's going to affect them.
Right.
And at the end of the day, this is something that's so much more bigger than me. Right. So even when we don't get grand champ, right, and we've received several grand champion trophies, one thing I'll taught them is how to take an L. You got to know how to take an L.
Yep. Actually, right. I was saying that earlier.
You got to know how to take an L. Because in a perfect world, life is not going to work out how you want it to all the time. You're going to have times be like, God, my back against the wall, stuck into a rock and a hard place. So one thing, and I tell them, even when we get that performance, I tell them, and they can tell me yeah, I think I will get third.
Yeah.
I think
gotta be honest.
Yeah, I think today, I think it's giving second and third. I don't know if they're gonna give us some brownie points for recovering, but it messes with how and I just go ahead and I set the tone, because it's I've never been a coach to say, oh, they cheating, oh, it ain't this. Right. I was talking look, y'all energy level is not how it should have been. This is what it needs to look like, right? So, but just to stay on topic, having the extra responsibility is how it makes me become a better person, because it's when I think about them, it's okay, school, you got to get together, because we gotta go. We gotta go to Atlanta. So it have been times. I'm gonna be honest. I'm young, y'all. I'm 26. So I go out. I party. I live life, right? So it have been numerous occasions where I have woken up at Saturday morning, and I know we got a coin drop. I know we got a bucket drive. And it's like, bro, I just want to catch up on my show. I need a Pedialyte, just being honest, right? And it's like, you know what? No, school, you finna get up, you finna go out on the side of the street, you gonna pop these toe touches. I'm serious. So every time we get a donation to Coin Drop, we do a toe touch. Oh my God. Because look, we gotta give us something to look for, you gotta earn it. So every time we get a donation, we'll pop a toe touch, put it in the bucket. But I said to say that having somebody to depend on me, give me the extra push. Because at the end of the day, me being the head of the organization, I gotta get up, I gotta go out there, I gotta practice what I preach. Right. I can't say, hey parents, we need to be here this time, I need on the side of the road, with the corner if I'm not gonna get out there and do it with them. Mm-hmm. I can come there and say, I've never missed a fundraiser. Never missed a fundraiser. I'm there when we do fish fries, I got my tank top on, I got my do-rag on, frying fish, fixing plates, running out the menu, doing everything that I have to do to make sure that they straight. Because at the end of the day, I do it for them. Mm-hmm. So just having them up under my leadership and having people look up to me, that's my push. So dancing, being connected to Platinum and having my organization, that is what allowed me to become a better person, because when I think of them, it's like, you can't fail. Right. So,
and it makes it more worthwhile. You put in that extra little work to get where you want to, to get where you want to be.
Absolutely.
So me being a dancer and me being a captain also, because I don't only dance in Platinum Pressure, I also dance at school. Okay. Being that I have the class, next week is the competition, and next week I have to dance 4 times. So it takes a lot of responsibility. It's some days I do not want to go to practice. Some days I just want to go home and take a nap. It takes a lot. I'll be wanting to come home after school and go to sleep. But I know I have practice at 6:30 and the girls do depend on me. So I gotta get up, go to practice, make sure my attitude is straight, even though I don't want to go. But I'm gonna be here and act like I don't want to be here. It takes a lot of responsibility. It takes a lot. Being that I gotta dance next week and plus competition.
You have to deal with me first.
Go to practice also, but it takes a lot, and I actually do like it. I like it. Being a captain, I like it.
Honestly, it prepares you, because I was the same way in high school. I was in 3 different dance programs, studio dancer, taking the class at school. So, but then when there's times when I actually have nothing to do, I'm like, oh no, I'm too bored. What's going on? How can I do my day? I don't have to go to dance. What's going on? So I'm so appreciative of that. Where you are now, I was literally just there. So it's just take in. I know it's tiring, but just take it in, because before you know it, it's gonna be
no pressure. You gonna put it in. I'll be wanting to do certain different stuff in school, but I just can't. I'm not gonna just push myself too much, right? Because I'm just not gonna stress myself. So I just committed to dance. I don't want to do nothing else, just dance. Mm-hmm.
And we do a lot. I would say that too. We do a lot. But it's a strategy with that. We do a lot because I gotta keep busy. I have to keep my occupied. If I don't, they get in trouble. Right. I'm serious. Because I got girls that no longer dance with me, take breaks for whatever reason, and it's they're not dancing, I get on social media. I still talk to all of them, reach out. I talk to their parents, everything. It's they get in trouble. And it's bro. And I was telling them, put her in dance. Right. They want to get in trouble. Because I'm telling you, a lot of times, when they out getting in trouble, it correlates with times that we doing stuff. Right. For example, and I'm not going to go too far into detail, but I had a conversation with Wayne yesterday when we was finishing the photo shoot, the video shoot. I'm like, man, they get in trouble right now as we speak, and it's they were still dancing. They would have been in the photo shoot. You would have been in trouble. Right. You would have been in a photo shoot and a video shoot. So I do it to keep them busy, because the generation as a whole is not the same when we were coming up. It's not the same. And like I tell people, I was raised, and what I mean by that is, I grew up in a dynamic, if I'm walking home, there's Monday and Andre's son, we're going to pick him up, drop him off at the end of the driveway. Mm-hmm. Or I was someone raised, if we going to a football game, right before fourth quarter, I need to walk to the car.
Right.
Seriously, like just stuff that I have experienced, and it's like now with me dealing with the kids, you know, sometimes I am still in shock about so much freedom that they have, right? And the generation now, because they don't have a lot of mentors, they think a lot of inappropriate things are okay.
Right.
They're growing up too quick, and I'm a firm believer in a hard head make a soft behind them. If you tell me that the stove is hot, I'm not gonna touch it. Now. You tell the generation
they take it.
Boom. Like,
the more you tell me not to, the more I want.
Exactly. But I will say this: I feel like if us as adults, like even if my niche is dance, right? But you got other males that I want to connect with. Their niche is football. Now, don't granted, I played sports, right? I did football, track, basketball. I did everything. However, dance is my niche. That's how I connect with the youth. And I just noticed even when I deal with some of the, some of the other kids or whatever, because we have team parties at the dance field. It's fundraisers. And I kid you not, I have yet, by the grace, I have never had a bad run-in with some other young African-American males. And what I mean by that is, like, a lot of times, like, I hear people like, man, you gotta be careful with them. Yeah, never had an issue with them. And it have been times where one was sitting outside, the studio, and I was checking, I was like, you good? And he just started just pouring out to me. Just everything that he had going on, how you feel. And I told him, I was like, bro, like, I got you. Like, I can only do so much. But I'm telling you, like, right from one male to another, I said, man, you got a long road ahead of you. And I told him, I'm going to be honest, I just want to go to the military. That's what I did, and I don't regret it. That's why I said, it'll build a foundation. I'm not going to tell too much of the story, but you just dealing with a lot at home. And a lot of times, the youth, they need an outlet. They need an outlet, and they need a positive role model. They need that, so.
And that's so crazy that you say that, because that's literally like one of the main purposes for the organization of oneOfmany. They created this organization to assist so that the youth does have an outlet, so that they do have something to dabble in, so that they don't start falling in with the wrong crowd or getting into that trouble that you were saying. It literally gives them the opportunity to put their heart and soul into something that they're passionate about, that they want to do, so that they don't get into trouble. So it really was like a full circle moment when you said that. I was like, we were literally just talking about that earlier.
And I will say this, and like I said, I love the overall purpose of the organization, because it's so much bigger than just us.
Absolutely.
Because if I'm telling y'all, if we don't change the narrative, nobody young, this world gonna be up. It's gonna be a mess. Because a lot of times they're influenced by what they see.
And it's so easily influenced at that.
And then a lot of it is being validated. And it's like they don't have that person like, nah, that ain't the move. That's not.
And dance can be so validating. That's why, like me personally, like going to a HBCU and being able to not only dance at a bigger level, but get that sisterhood at a bigger level as well. That's why I try to encourage young women, like, just go for it.
Yes.
Even if you don't make it, just go for it, okay? And if you do make it, like, that is such a great experience to have, because college is another path that you can either do what you're supposed to do or very easily do not what you're not supposed to do.
Right.
It's really easy in college. Nobody's there to tell you to get up. Nobody is. Your mom's not there to make you breakfast. It's really all on you. So just having stuff like this to even give y'all a safe space to talk about this stuff is so essential. And I'm so glad that Platinum Pressure is like just providing that experience for all dancers, and on top of that, building good dancers.
Absolutely.
Building beasts. I've seen y'all dance. Okay. Check them out in this competition, because I'm telling you. Would you say the team is more of a goofy team, or?
If I allow them to be, yes. So I'm very big on this, and I had to check myself about it a while back. It's like, I gotta chill out, so they be straight. But it's like, y'all better get together.
Right.
But no, they very silly. Just like today, she's supposed to be getting ready so we can come over here, because I had practice with the rest of us because we had the peak Saturday. Her and I was sprinting in the studio. Where'd you run it to? You see what I'm saying? Where you running to? Like, only so big. So, and I just looked at Elle and I was like, you see this? Like wow. So, exactly. But I know it's like, this a safe space. So it's like, like, you know what? I'm gonna let them play this.
Sometimes it's nice to see that, because you like, they really feel comfortable.
Right. Exactly. And then like, even times where like, I see they got the phone, so they're gonna make a tell. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let you make that right quick. And then I tell like, when y'all get down, come on, let's get together. But I love it, man. I love my team together. I swear to God, I know all them kids like
That's
they my
amazing.
own. So just seeing them interact, because I'm gonna be honest, a lot of them sometimes they do have their differences, and even when I'm talking to their parents, you know, I let them know, because you know everybody gonna go hard with their child, but I let them know, I'm like, man, I've been with your kids for years. Chill out, let it hit the 4, 3, 6, before you know it, they're gonna be right back at each other's face, laughing, joking, another group chat. You see what I'm saying? So that's just how I go. But like I said, like I've told them, hey, y'all gotta get it together and figure it out. Because if I figure it out for y'all ain't gonna like it. And I tell them straight, y'all get strong, just like y'all coach. Right. You can push, burpees, sit ups, all that, right? But for the most part, the coach they get along. They straight, like they straight.
Do they have any like funny habits that they do, like little quirky stuff or something they do before competition? I know that's right.
What is it? Is it the greeting? They be doing But they've been eating up on that one lately. They've been tearing up.
Oh my god.
Oh, and then we got one more. You be like that.
Wait, no, because your minis. The minis have no chill. I swear. I remember when I was judging the minis. I'm like, where did these little girls come from?
Where did you get this?
Yeah. When I say my so the minis,
they are a trip.
Yes, I love how much they're so honestly speak. So the way we have it set up, because our older girls, they are very good. Like they're very talented. So I have taken the initiative lately. And it's been working. Like I've really been really leaning in on the business and training my young for the future of my team.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest. A lot of times when we compete, majority of the time it don't be seen. Like it be a lot of minutes, and I just feed them in with the scenes, and they keep up. So I like that. And they are unfortunate to have a group of minutes that are so good. A lot of times I won't consider like a B team, but a lot of times I just take them, right, and I let them compete, and I let them compete against seniors. Like I put them up against like other teams, and I throw them to the wolves. That's good. I will be honest, but they hold it on. Yeah, that's why they placing. I took them Birmingham. They got grand champ. I know that's right. My minis.
As they should.
I know that.
I kid you not. So
that's good that y'all are training them now. So by the time they get your age, they're gonna be a force. Okay.
My name is Riley, and this is Platinum Pressure, and we are Majorette dancers. And hi, my name is Skylar, and this is my team, Platinum Pressure. Platinum Pressure is the best team because we always slay, and we always want to win, and we always win. No, that's right. Raya McCray, not the little one, the big one. What was your favorite competition out of all of them? My first competition was my favorite because we won we won all first place and we got grand champion. My name's Kamora and I just enjoy dance and stuff. My favorite competition is all the competitions because even if we don't win, I'm still with the people that I love. So yeah. How much do you practice? Usually we practice almost like every day, but we practice Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, right? Oh, come here. My name is Ayana, and I've been dancing since I was 4. And Platinum Pressure I love all the people that surround me in this team.
My name is Samora. I'm one of the seniors here on Platinum Pressure. I've been on this team for 2 years now. And I mean, we're the baddest team in the city. Ain't much to say. We're the baddest team in the city. We holding tryouts. So if you want to come be a part of the hottest team in Charlotte, come do that because we're the hottest team in Charlotte.
All right, so real quick, let's just talk about like your future plans, any events, major things that you have coming up right quick.
Okay, so right now I'm working on we're about to host another competition. It's going to be an HBCU brawl. Is what I'm going to call it. And the category is going to be parade. It's going to be field show. It's going to be HBCU stands for all divisions. Okay. That is what we're working on. And then I'm also going to do our second annual Majorette kickball tournament. Okay. So I'm working on that as well. And what that entails, I pick a field. Me and my. So I want to do it more so on a bigger spectrum this year. Though I want to see if I could, create more so a better unit in terms of like the major teams here in local Charlotte. I want to partner with them to see if they'll help me out with putting it together instead of us just doing it all on all of our own. And what it's going to look like us as coaches and leaders, you know, put some money in the pocket. In a pot, provide the food, the Gatorade, things of that nature. Come out, let's set up on a bracket and have the teams come out and compete in kickball. No dancing. Well, you know, we're going to throw some but not a dancing, but just come out and just allow them to be able to mingle with each other, talk, chill, have fun, you know, play kickball. Probably do a water balloon fight too. This is getting hot. So we're working on that as well.
Okay. That's fun. That is very fun.
That's amazing.
My kids are funny though, because like since they're older, they'll say what I want to say, but I can't say.
Right.
So they'll literally say it, and I'll just be sitting there like, I ain't gonna say she wrong because she's right. I just couldn't say it.
One thing I will say about like this high school generation, I'm saying it like I'm not a part of this generation. I don't claim this generation though, because they be acting up. But one thing I will say is, in some aspects, we kind of do read energy a lot more. So like she was saying, like a student can say what you're thinking based off the look on your face. I promise you, I see it so much in school, and I'm just like,
we be having some of the most awkward moments in practice. Like, it be the meetings.
They're like, "Dog, quiet."
The meetings, I swear, where did you get this attitude?
It's her, KK, Nala, and the Bill. I be having to maintain my face. This is like sometimes they look to see how I'm finna react because they already know what I'm doing. So I be like, and I be like, you know what?
No, my kids are literally, my kids, like, they'll be like, especially my captain, Harmony, she's literally me, like, in a different body. I swear. Like, I'll be sitting there, they be like, she be like, y'all know she about to get mad. Right. So let's just, they be like, don't even, game days, they like, why are y'all asking her where that is? Ask somebody else. They be like, why are you going to coach first? Did you ask somebody else?
Get somebody else.
Y'all see her doing everybody's makeup. Why are you asking her?
Y'all, this is what kill me when we get to competition. Y'all go ahead and get ready for walkthrough. I walk out, I come in. Coach Cool, we finna get ready for walkthrough.
What did I just say? And then when I get to ignoring people, then I'm the bad guy.
Right.
I don't care. I'll be the bad guy.
I'm telling you, this is what I do. I'll be like, ask your coach. Right. I told y'all what to do. And it's crazy, man. I'm telling you, it have been times I tell them when we walk, I'm like, y'all, when we walk in, we're going to sit the bed down, stay in line, because we're going to go ahead and mark the floor.
Right.
When we mark the floor, set up for your first category. Set up for walkthrough. If you're not in walkthrough,
where are we going? What are we doing? What did you say?
I'm like, bro, I just said it. No. And yeah, this is one more thing, too. I will be in practice. We doing formation. I don't know how many right here. I'm pointing. While
where I want you to
mine just happened today. I'm pointing right here. I said, I'm right there.
Oh my God.
Right there. I'm like, bro, take 5 steps to get right. I'm like, bro,
I'm definitely though, like as a captain of my team in volleyball, I'm definitely the person where I can read my coach face. Y'all, I'm definitely the person
just be quiet.
I'm definitely the person that's gonna speak for my coach. I'll be like, didn't she just say to do this? Why are you still
But all coaches need that person. Because if we don't have that person, we're going to lose our mind.
I swear there were so many times we would be in the gym like waiting on our coach to get there because we didn't have a coach that was like a teacher at the school. So we'd be waiting for coach to get there. I'm sitting here because I've known my coach since middle school. I'm sitting here like, okay, like she about to pull up. I'm outside. I see her walking in. I'm running the gym. Okay, get ready. Get on the line so we can get the
We ain't going to start off practice bad.
We're not going to do that, especially after she didn't been at work all day. Right. We have a good atmosphere for our coach to walk into so we have a good practice.
People forget that coaches have real jobs all day. Like, this is not our life.
Because my job is wearing me out. I'm in corporate sales, so I do.
You talk to people all day.
Emails, phones, meetings, and then my territory is big. I have a Charlotte, Charlotte, Monroe, Pineville, Fort Mills, Rock Hill, Gastonia, and Shelby. So my territory is huge. It's huge. So when I walk in, I'm like, look now.
Right now,
I'm like, you're going to determine how practice is going to go. You're going to determine how it's going to go. A lot of times, I got another coach named Al. I'll be like, Coach Al, fix him. I just brought it out. Get
it together. And I love though, as a captain, that like my coach trusts me. It's me and another captain. I love that she trusts us to just like sometimes she just gotta walk away for a minute. We got this. We got your back, girl. We got you. We got you. You need to take a second to breathe because they act like money. Trust, I'm definitely that person, especially because I have 2 younger sisters and an older brother. But my older brother he don't be acting like he the oldest of us all. So I be the sibling that's really like rallying everybody together. So I bring that to practice because we like a family. So I treat my like we keep it cool, we keep it cute. But sometimes I'll be talking to them like they my sibling. Yes. we got business to get it together.
Yeah, there have been times where they has having their presence, and I'll be like, they kind of need that.
Especially when you're a young coach, it's like you have like a whole bunch of younger siblings. Like especially when you teach high school, I was like, y'all, please be quiet. Like, like y'all are overstimulating me. They be like, gosh, you overstimulating. And I'm like, yeah, I am. Like, we can get into it. I got the energy. I'm not like these old coaches. You need that?
Right.
Because you can get that.
Honestly, we kind of work together as a team. We get it done, so we get it.
What do you feel like you need as a support for it as a dance mom?
Parents to cheer us on. Together as a team, basically like when these kids got stuff going on, we all as one come together. It moves faster. That's how it been.
Aisha with Itz Major. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Tia, the mobile notary of Charlotte. I'm a personal mobile notary, so when they need documents signed, they call me, I just do hands of their business.
All right. Thank you.
You're
what
welcome.
brought you out today?
My daughter, she's dancing, so I'm just here supporting the team.
Well, thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
We know that y'all were a part of like the Itz Major competition and program and everything last year. So how do y'all feel about that? Like, what was y'all's experience being a part of something like that?
Okay, overall, being completely transparent, if I was to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably give it a 7. I think what I enjoyed the most about it was the creativity on how they want us to bring it for this specific category. And it had to be a BET, pretty much. Mm-hmm. And that was dope, right? Mm-hmm. So we were able to really be creative. And I think we provided feedback as well prior to like the end of the competition. Okay. I think that more so just based on how we talked about earlier, we're preparing for a competition with the category and having it make sense. I think that was something that I think should have been done a little bit differently. And just to be transparent, we had to do like a parade. But at the end of the parade, we had a 32 count that was that had to be judged. Mm-hmm. I felt as though it probably would have been better if we had did just a parade for participation and probably did the 32 count in the gym on the floor right in front of the judge's table. Okay. Reason being, and it happened like we had like a virtual like map to look at like a screenshot, but as we were approaching the judge's table at the end of the parade, I'll be honest, casting them, they didn't know where to go. They didn't know how to sit in front of the judges because the judge's table is set up right here, but everybody that's watching the parade is like surrounding the judge's table. So, and they had to walk down. Like, so this the judge's table. They had to walk down, but they don't know where to set up at because everybody was like all over the place. So it's like we looking, and then they put us on a time frame. Okay. When you cross the white line, you now have 60 seconds. So it's like we rushing, we can't see to start throwing it down because they can't see, right. So I just felt like the logistics probably could have been done a little bit differently. Okay. And then too, it took a long time. I think we were there over 8 hours. It was a long time.
That's a competition.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say the parade started early in the morning. I know the sun was going when we left. It was like 8, 9 o'clock. So probably 12 hours. So we was there for a very long time. Okay. As you know, I moved my company kind of swiftly. So I just felt like the logistics probably could have been a little bit better. Mm-hmm. But overall, the experience, the overall goal, I fully support it. That is why we actually participated this year. Because the first time when they popped out with Itz Major, and I think I gave that feedback as well, I didn't know if it was legit. Right. So me and my good friend Kevin Stevenson, he coaches me guys. We went together to watch, just to see and check out the student. And there was the participation. It was Elite Force of Destruction out of Columbia, Bold out of Charleston, South Carolina, Total Distraction out of Winston-Salem, and I want to say the Dangerous Divas out of, I think, Mooresville. those were the participating teams, and also Carolina Dancing Diamonds, if I'm not mistaken. They participated as well. So we came and we watched. I'm like, okay, we'll come next year.
Right.
I was like, yeah, we'll come next year now that we know that it's legit. And I will say this, transfer speaker, I think the first comp was better than the second one. The first one that they did, I think was better than the second one. Yep.
And would you consider being a host team?
Absolutely.
Have you applied?
I have to connect with. So I do have a team of parents that help, and this is Kimberly Freeman. I love her dearly. She helps alleviate stress off me. A lot of people. I think she has, because she mentioned, she was like, I want to say she called me and told me, but she called me back. I was like, Miss Kim, call me later. But I want to say, she was like, Coach, I think we're probably going to apply to our host competition. So wait before we drop our HBCU brawl. So this I've been waiting on. So I want to say that she did apply. If not, obviously I do it, today. If not, but absolutely, because even then when we spoke with Wayne and all of them after the competition, some of the coaches, and I actually pitched it before they even presented. I was like, well, if you all do it again, I don't mind, collaborating, just giving y'all some feedback on how things should be done. That way we can run through it more smoothly. Because at the end of the day, I feel like because of what this organization stands for and what they are willing to do for the community, it can't stop. It shouldn't stop. This is something that can be so much more bigger. And then Wayne was also talking yesterday as well about branching out for being a little bit more, creative with who they cater to, and not only just Majorette. And I told her, I said, I really do think you all should lean in on the Stomp and Shake as well.
Yeah.
I told her, I said, any foundation that could provide, our young Black women, like, an outlet, we need the extra support. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I know that our demographic, we don't get as much support as other demographics. And it's unfortunate because us as a whole are talented. Right.
We really are.
Talented. So when you have organizations that's willing to pour into them, especially the youth, to allow them to get a better, a safe space to express themselves, it has to continue to go. And like I was telling them when we spoke, last year, stuff like this is so much more bigger than me as an individual. So much more bigger than my team. It's much more bigger than Major. They're just one portion of something that the youth love. You know what I'm saying? Right. But to stay on top of it, I'll be more than happy to collab.
Yes, we love that.
You may not know, Itz Major is hosting the 3rd annual dance competition. That's going to be on November 29th. Location has not been dropped yet, so stay tuned for that. You want to kind of talk about like who's hosting?
Yes, so host dance teams get $3,000, and that's just to host. You get to, get your team name out there. You guys get to choose what vision you want to go, what direction you want to go with the competition. In addition to that, each team that participates guaranteed gets $1,000. So that can go right back into costume, to go into travel fees, whatever you want. Each team gets that if they win or lose, doesn't matter. But the winners get some money. Okay,
okay, so let's talk about placing. So first place, $3,000.
That's a great.
Second place, you get $1,500. And then third place would get, I can't read my own handwriting. Third place would get $500. Y'all should definitely show up, show out, but also host. Apply to host.
Yes. And it's a great chance to collaborate with Itz Major that has a big platform right now. And then, y'all have a big platform as well. And being able to expose your dancers to more teams and spread the word to more teams. We want teams not just from North Carolina, but from everywhere to come and do the competition.
And I will say that there were over 1,300 guests at the last event. So this year, it's already going to be bigger and better because we have more money to pour into these competitions and stuff like that. So,
and not only that, when teams fundraise by selling merch, it goes right back into the competition, into the team. So all the money is really going towards everything we've talked about with building the Majorette community and everything like that. The money pours right back into the community. So we want to really push this out there and get teams to participate, and so that we can take this and next year do an even bigger competition.
Right. And speaking of the merch, because we didn't touch on the merch. So the merch, be your own logo, your own whatever. It will just have, the oneOfmany.
Okay.
We still got but it would literally be your merch that you would be selling with your name on it. So.
The more you sell, the bigger the competition, the more experiences want to add on to the competition, maybe offer classes, workshops, and stuff like that so that it can just be a big event.
That's it.
It seems like it's all about right. It seems like it's all about the money, but the money is how we're able to give back, like 100%. And it's like you said, this is definitely one of those things where we cannot stop.
Right.
We cannot stop. This is such a positive outlet and such a positive role in our community. It cannot stop. It 100% cannot. So, spread the word.
Hey y'all, it's Nana Chicky again. I'm just coming through to let y'all see the new merch we got. I know y'all got some fire kits to match with these shirts in that closet. Make sure y'all run over to oneOfmany.com to purchase one of these shirts. And the even better part about you guys purchasing these shirts, all the proceeds will be going to youth groups around the area, helping them with assistance to provide uniforms or anything that they may need as far as funding and things of that sort.
Hey man, tap in with my boy, man. This shit ain't nothing about $30, bruh. Ain't nothing about $30 to get you right with some good ass merch. Tap in.
Yesterday, you guys got the opportunity to be the first team to do the Itz ShowTime series, and you guys got to do a photo shoot and a video shoot. So tell me how you guys prepared for that and also your experience.
So we got selected for a photo shoot. So we finished on working on this now. So we reduce, reuse, and recycle.
That's right.
And when I say it, it looks good. I'll be honest, it looked good. So I can't wait for the video. But no, we were honored, and I was very, very much so thankful for having the opportunity because I was just telling them. No, we're not telling them we were supposed to have did a photo shoot maybe like a month and a half ago, but things happened. We ended up having to postpone. So I really felt like it was God time. Right. Miss Kimberly called me. I was like, oh, this ain't ever God. Because we supposed to do a photo shoot, video shoot. I want to do a calendar review, everything. But because I have so much going on, so much take place, just in life in general, I just had to put it on the back burner. So it was really a blessing in disguise. Now, the overall experience, I enjoyed it. On time, we had nice weather. It did get hot. Everything was professionally done. The overall energy, having a conversation with you, just. It was dope. It was dope. I mean, we had fun. It was dope. I enjoyed it. Being able to get a shot with a drone. The personnel that they had to come out and collaborate, like he was on it. Like he was not giving that look. He was like, "No, I want y'all to do the skyline. It's gonna look good." And I was like, "Okay, that's what's up." Like he giving it 110%. So overall, we were honored, to receive the opportunity, and we definitely enjoyed it. We definitely enjoyed it.
Was this your first video photo shoot with Platinum?
Yes.
It was. So I know you
what was your experience like personal experience? How did you feel?
It was very fun. Big opportunity for me. I always like photo shoots and video shoots. It was very fun. Hot. But it was hot. It's gonna be worth it. It's worth it.
When the video check out.
I'm so excited. So were you there yesterday? No, you were. We both weren't there yesterday, so we haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything, so I am super excited, and I love when teams get a video shoot because, dance is great, but once you put a camera, it's like, oh my gosh, dance with a camera, that's why I love watching music videos. I love when music videos have mainly dancers. I really don't care about the singer. I want to see the choreo. So I'm really, really excited to see what y'all brought and how it just came to life. And also the fact that other teams will have the opportunity to do this as well. So y'all kind of set the tone for these other teams. And I'm pretty sure y'all set the bar high.
Very
okay.
I see it already. So at the end of the year, all these videos and the photo shoots and all of that, we're going to have them all. So the video that gets the most likes and shares, that team's going to walk away with $5,000. So it's y'all's job. It's y'all's job to promote and push it out there and get the views, get the likes, promote it on social media, tag Itz ShowTime, and we really just want to expose not only y'all but all teams to this opportunity. So we wish y'all luck. Absolutely.
We gonna see what you can take it home.
That sounds
fun questions. Okay, so being that I marched at an HBCU dance line, we got the opportunity to work with a lot of different celebrities and perform at a lot of different exciting places. For example, working with Chloe Bailey, that was just an amazing opportunity. So if you could choose one celebrity to join your team, who would it be and why?
Sierra. As a matter of fact, we did the Sierra career with Itz Major.
Now I'm really like, I want to see this.
I love everything about Sierra. Like,
absolutely.
I love her spirit as a whole, like as an individual. Like, I love her spirit, right? She can dance her butt off.
Yes.
And she just, I don't know, to me, she's like the blueprint. I love Sierra.
Like, she's a performer.
Yes, she performs her butt off. So if I could put somebody on the team, it'd definitely be Sierra.
And Sierra's been doing this since she was young. Yes, right. So it just shows how much she's grown. And right now, you couldn't even tell how old she is without that many kids. She's still dancing. So yeah, I think Sierra is a great choice. I personally will probably choose Chris Brown. Because Chris Brown, he's such a he's trained in so many different dance styles. Sure. So I think he would be a great addition to a team, like, you know, and males are always like the very strong aspect of the team. So I think he could be throwing people, doing flips, all that fun stuff. So so if your team had to compete in a non-dance competition, no dancing involved, what would it be and would they win? No dancing. What do you think your team could compete in and you'd be like, oh yeah, they could do that?
They can. Actually, let's have you answer this question. Let's have you answer this question. I think it would be better coming from the captain.
Let me think, because we don't do that. I gotta think about this now.
I got an answer.
All right, let's hear it.
Kickball.
Okay.
Yes. At the first annual, we was knocking heads off. And the first kickball tournament that I threw, because we participated in,
So you feel like y'all would win?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Not think I look. My team will be talking. If there was a talking competition, they would win. Yes. Because they like to run their mouths all practice, laughing, talking, TikToks, eating,
saying catchphrases.
Right.
You know, who can come up with the most amount of catchphrases?
Right.
I tell you, my team, we got that in the bag.
So you did mention how you liked for the competition that it was the BE team theme. So like when I danced, we did a school days theme. It was Good or Bad Hair, and that was one of my favorite performances. So if you had to teach your team a dance from any movie or musical, what would it be?
I would do Hairspray.
Ooh.
I was gonna say that.
I was literally thinking that too.
Yeah.
Hairspray is very fun.
I would do Hairspray.
It's very exciting.
Look, now we get an idea. No, Hairspray especially. Hairspray has so many scenes that you can literally turn into a dance. Because they were dancing. They were dancing in that movie. So
Bouncing off of that.
Good.
Like if there was a music video that you could recreate. Like any artist, any genre, what music video?
Did it.
Sierra.
Y'all have a specific like choreo that y'all see her doing.
I would say Now We Roll. That's my That one with Chris Brown.
And then Goodies.
Ooh.
I can see it now.
But I will say this though, if I was to ever do another one again, I would do Promise Ring by Tiffany Evans.
Okay. I love that song because it just gives me high school crush vibe, which is like perfect for like high school age. It can, you know, I personally do not like when teams do stuff that's just too grown.
Yeah,
they are still kids, and I like Promise Ring is just perfect. I think I did choreograph something to that, and that song is like. I have a little crush, and it's just super cutesy.
And even in the choir, like it was like, Promise Ring.
Yes, and it's always the throwback songs that just
absolutely
do it for you.
The
Especially
pants, the cross.
yes, the down south throwbacks always hit. So yeah, and then my last question would be, do you guys have any set traditions before competition that you guys always do?
Play music in the locker room. Before we dance, we always play Sexy Red.
Sexy Red?
That's not me and my team, I swear.
So it gets them hype, and it allows us to get the butterflies out. So when they walk out there, they hype. They be with it. And I'm gonna be honest, I have because it emphasized. Even I walk, I'm like, hey, y'all play some music. While I go to the coach, so like, get them right, get them turned. Cause I'm here to have fun. One thing about me, and I would like to what I would like to put out there, I don't live my life through these kids. I don't. So I always remove myself out of the equation and think about what's in it for them and what's in their best interest. Yes, we want to win. Yes, it's always a goal. Fortunately, I can count on once. It only been one time that we went to a competition and did not place. In 3 years, only one time. And we lost to some phenomenal teams. I'm talking about, they were beasts. I'm like, but no, so yeah, it's a tradition because when they being able to interact with each other, they get hyped when they get out there. They already having fun in the back, and I always tell y'all, when y'all get out there, just have fun. And that's what they do. And you know, if we fortunate enough to win, we win. We get second or third. We're gonna look at the score sheet. We're gonna revisit next competition. So yeah, that's a tradition that we have. And then aside from that, eat after the competition.
Y'all eat all together?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
I know that's right. I know that's right. But it's good. My favorite part of competition, even when I judge or compete, is the debrief after. Yeah. You just sit there, you looking at videos, you like, oh my God, what was going on? The debrief is always the best part. But do you have any things like that you do as a captain when you perform or beforehand? Like when I was on the field, I used to always yell. Like, I'm like, come on, y'all. Like literally yelling mid-performance.
Beforehand, I don't like when sometimes I like when we turn up, but sometimes it's just like
be quiet.
Because debrief, especially we had like a long week and like we've been yelling at So let's sit down, calm down, chill out. We all got cell phones, so let's chill out. That's what I like. But I just like sometimes like to be chill, just wait, stretch, and just chill out. Because sometimes it can be a lot. And the 19th was a lot. But y'all did it. Yeah, we did it. Definitely did a long competition, but
okay, so for all y'all's hard work and dedication, you know, we got a little something right here for you.
Yes, on behalf of OneOfmany and Itz Major Productions, we'd like to present you this check for $1,500, and we're just completely and wholeheartedly proud of you all.
So appreciative.
Well, on behalf of Platinum Pressure, thank you all so much. OneOfmany and also Itz Major on behalf of our dance studio. We really do thoroughly appreciate you all, the experience, and we look forward to collaborating in the future.
100%. You want to kind of flip it around and
yeah.
Foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Whole gang going crazy, that's major. Millions on the table, that's major. I turn dirt into diamonds, that's major. Hey, foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Whole gang going crazy, that's major. Millions on the table, that's major. I turn dirt into diamonds, that's major. Hey, foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Whole gang going crazy, that's major. Millions on the table, that's major. I turn dirt.